What?
What?
Whoa. Well, oh yeah, that one Kitsune.
I was talking earlier how many people I've screwed in this campaign, and I was thinking, well, there were 2 that I almost did.
Yep.
But
refrain.
It's said that 1 in 20 people are related to Zayne.
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Kitsune was too closely associated to Dio. And I'll be honest, the idea of seducing one of the archer girls, specifically their leader or one of their leaders, came to mind.
Ayala?
But yeah, Ayala. But at the same time, I also thought there would be a very high chance of being turned into a pincushion, so I was like, let's think about this more.
Yeah.
I still have her eye if you just want, like, a keepsake. I'll be honest. I think she had her eye on you too.
Ooh.
He points to the eye.
Alvor, please take her eye out of my hair.
He's just like dangling it above his head. Ooh. He's got like the He's got like the little fucking strap thing that it hangs on. It's just like, ooh.
Well, sorry, Alvor, but I think when it comes down to it, when it comes to ruling this city, she and I had a different
vision.
No, there he goes.
There we go. I learned from the best. I learned from the best, baby.
All right.
Oh my god, did you actually get 1 and 99? That's nuts.
Yeah.
Like he said, we ship it.
That's amazing.
This is the role that I legit thought, does this mean I need to roll a new character?
All right, let's see here. Let's see how the
You
GM
died in
does.
the roleplay sesh.
Oh.
It's okay.
Ooh.
You still did better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see here.
Means if I have to throw a water strike at somebody, it just means it's gonna whip around and hit me in the face.
Woo! All right. So we're just waiting on Chaotic here. I think Thorny's just vanished tonight, but for those of you in the stream chat right now, this is going to be more of a roleplay session because we're pretty much missing half the party. Yeah. We're gonna work with this because I do have stuff planned for the people involved. Yes.
This is where the Arc Druid just becomes part of the party. I'll just fill in for the missing roles.
All right, fine.
We have another divine caster. Yay.
All right. And so once Chaotic gets in here, we'll go ahead and get things going. Solar, I sent you a while back the information for this session. Do you
oh yes.
Do you need anything else, or do you think you can take it?
From what you've sent me and from what I've read, unless there's something else happening, then no.
Well,
Should
there
be
is
fine with
there
this.
is the big performance done by Zayne tonight in game, so there is that. But
your love brings me higher.
Wow.
Something else I've never seen.
Yeah.
I really wish I was dog sitting tonight because there's a particular dog who I watch when I like sing loudly like and obnoxiously like that. Then she starts to howl along with me.
Wonderful.
It's not even on key. It's just a cacophony of bullshit.
God, if I started doing that, my parents would come in and nail my ass to the wall.
Ooh.
Yeah. I come from one of those families.
Oh.
Like,
I was raised proper.
So was I. Doesn't mean I can't be wild.
Woo!
Oh. Yes, the wild side.
The wild side of Britain.
You don't want to know what that looks like, mate.
Isn't that just France?
Oh my god.
Woo! Spicy.
Oh. Oh. I'm writing a letter to the Queen.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say, Dear Your Majesty, today I was insulted
By the colonies.
by the colonists.
Take them back.
Please take them under your dominion again.
It's about time.
They just come in with like their own fucking like 18th century battleships again, with sails and everything.
Oh, yeah.
The U.S. Armada just looking on like, what the fuck is this shit?
You know, they just let it
200.
happen out of pity.
250 years was too good for them. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy. So how about that music?
Oh, yeah.
There he is. He's here.
I
look!
I actually...
Chaotic.
I
Yes,
have...
hello.
Hey! We got the monkey. He's in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, shit, character sheet.
Yes.
might be useful.
Might be. I might have
Alright, I've had
a few rolls here
I've
and
had a-
there.
I've had a playtime drought. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We all have one of those. It's natural. Just don't let it last more than 4 weeks.
Hmm.
Just itching my neck on. You make the roll.
Yeah. All right. So once Chaotic gets in, we will get things underway here.
He's here.
Yeah.
I rolled a-
in the game.
I rolled a 1 on my D100.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then
Then
Solar
got a 99.
Solar got a 99.
So I made up for it.
Yeah.
I'm not even part of the party.
It was my saving grace.
That moment when Zayne was wrong about Scylla shipped with the Archdruid. It's actually Zayne shipped with the Archdruid.
God damn.
Hey!
Hey! Woo!
God damn Yowie writers.
Woo!
Very improbable.
It begins.
I will join you in the rolling a 1 in the 1D100
You know what?
party.
Don't worry.
Look, this is
You
good.
can be
Look, the bad rolls out early.
you can be shipped with the Archdruid too.
Wow!
Hey!
Wait, what does that mean?
Oh man. All right.
Means I'm going to show you the wonders of Naya.
Oh, okay.
All right. So on that note, guys, let's get underway here. So, a few things happened last session. Namely, Schism was able to identify her target that was mentioned by Morgalla months ago.
fuck?
Yeah. The next thing that happened was Zayne got friendly with our bard friend up here, and
like
Yeah, I
Pirate
got
Widow,
Lizzie Lay.
and in that moment, he managed to discover his bardic masterpiece as part of the performance that he will be performing tonight. We've been waiting 8 months for this, guys.
You're gonna sing for us and you're gonna sing good.
It was meant to be just a one-off thing. I promise. But it turned into an 8-month wait. Anyway. He also socialized with his sister Scylla and reconnected with her after 5 years of being away from Naya. Which, that's always a good thing, you know. And our group did a bunch of shopping in the meantime, and I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, and Zeal spoke with Resh the steward about a temple underneath the water, a monk temple. So
yeah, something like that.
And
almost got robbed by a gnome. But
yeah, he almost no, it was a halfling.
Oh, okay. I can't tell them apart. They're all short.
Whoa. No, the halflings are the ones with the big feet. The gnomes are the ones with the big heads.
Oh.
The cone head.
Yeah.
Right then. Looks like we'll be doing a couple of character side stories kind of tonight from the looks of things.
Mm-hmm. Since we're missing pretty much half the party right now due to real life stuff, we will go ahead and do some character side stories. So, everyone, at the end of the previous night, Zayne came back to he was very disheveled, and it was fairly late in the evening.
He needed a walking stick.
He stumbled into the Coralyn estate, walked past Mjolnir, reached into his pocket, pulled out a handful of coins, beckoned to the Half-Orc. The Half-Orc sighed and pulled out the fuck jar, and Zayne just poured coins into the jar as he walked back to get some rest after his very eventful evening. I believe that's how we roleplayed it, or narrated it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
I just picture. I know there's no lamps or anything in this era. Well, I just picture Zayne kind of sneaks into the dark, but there's just a cheeky Mjolnir, cross-legged, pulls on the string for a lamp, and he just there like grinning with the jar in his other hand.
He just like holds it out and like shakes the jar a bit. You hear the coins clinking inside.
It's gonna have enough money to buy half of Naya by the end of this.
Oh boy. All right. So.
Boy, I'm glad I bought my rod first.
Yep. And yes, it means exactly what you think it does. Now then. Oh, ow. Excuse me. Okay. Starting up. The next morning, there's the sound of knocking at the door, and Resh comes to open it, and after a few moments of discussion, he enters the second floor, Resh does, and asks for... He points at the human of the party. Excuse me, sir. Could you come down with me?
Okay.
There's someone asking for you.
I will follow.
All right. So, as you make your way downstairs in the entryway, you see the Archdruid of all people.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You are the one by the name of Alvor, I am correct?
I am.
Very good. Lady Scylla requires your presence.
Scylla.
Hula?
Whoops.
Cock.
Never gonna let that go.
No, I won't, because it was so perfectly timed. But regardless.
I believe you're using an archaic pronunciation, but I know you.
God damn.
Excuse me.
Wonderful.
I know, but anyway, yes, Lady Scylla requires your presence.
Very well. Lead on.
All right. So, should I just go?
You can feel free to roleplay this however you like.
Okay.
It's just
So, Okid leads you through the streets of Naya, walking by your side, and as you walk, he
Just as you guys are walking dead.
Continue. I'm listening. I heard what you're saying. Oh, good, he's dead.
you planned this. You planned this,
I'm
didn't you?
already dead!
You were saving that one, weren't you?
I'm drinking a Diet Dr. Pepper. What do you want me to do?
Did Alvor actually do that? NP?
No. Out of character.
Are you sure?
I was gonna say, totally should have.
If you don't mind my sing.
Not even Alvor.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
Did you get any on the NP? Jesus.
I do have to take a shower later, yeah. So.
Oh, my God.
Continue.
All right.
So, Okid, trying to make conversation, says, so, about the job I sent you to Far Harbor with, I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
Very good. No injuries that were too severe?
I honestly don't remember. No,
I don't remember
nothing.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
That was like 5 sessions ago. I don't remember. No, I don't think so. I can't remember. No, we managed just fine. Thank you for your concern.
Yes, very good. Yes, I see that you are the primary warrior besides that orc of yours in the group.
I do my share.
Yes. And sorry, you have to forgive me, I'm not used to making small talk. But that sword of yours, I've always been interested with adventurers. Have you ever considered giving it a name?
Hadn't given it much thought, actually. Alvor takes out his sword and just kind of examines it.
Ah, yes, I see. Are you more one of those adventurers that say you are the tool of their trade, not the sword itself?
That was just a standard issue pleasure from officer's sword, nothing special.
I see. I must actually visit place you're from. One day. What's it like?
And a dark look goes over Alvor's face, and he like quickly sheathes his sword, like kind of pissed off. Because, what's he gonna say? It's a cold and bitter place now. Can't say I'd recommend. Not the sort of place you'd want to go for a vacation.
I see. I have touched upon something grim. Forgive me. I did not mean to intrude.
No offense taken.
Right. Well. Sorry, you can see this is very awkward for Okid, as he's not used to doing this.
He's so used to being a leader that doesn't know what it's like to be a person.
Exactly. So, he pretty much leads you on, trying to make relative small talk about things about Naya, the various how good the chippies are.
How good the what?
Sorry.
Chippies!
Finest 9 delicacies.
The fuck are chippies?
The absolute finest.
I'm Solar, on behalf of Americans everywhere. I'm sorry for him. We just can't take him anywhere.
I'm insulted.
Yeah.
I can't even. Wow.
Well, I messaged Amiki on Twitter. Thorny's at a hockey game. We thought this was our off week. So.
Oh.
Okay. That's fine. That
explains a lot.
That would explain why.
That's okay. All right.
Yes. Anyway, as you round up to getting closer to the, I believe that is the headquarters of the Arc Druids, or the Druids.
The Druid Order.
Yes. Pardon you.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yes. Okid, I believe he just leaves you at the door, but he also gives you a word of thanks. Thank you for the small talk. I must say, I quite enjoyed it, actually. You see, I'm not actually that used to being able to relax around people who are not from here.
His charisma score is the same as my strength score.
Excuse you, that's my job.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive just cause.
Go for it.
Because you don't trust him.
Go for it. Go for
You
it.
don't trust him.
I don't trust him.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go do it.
Alvor needs like a homebrewed bonus fee for I don't trust.
Well, okay. 24. Okay.
Like diplomacy.
You know what? Okay. Okay. So, Alvor, you sort of recognize this. It's like he's so used to being in an authoritative position. Like he's pretty much second in command to the Siren Commander. He doesn't really have the opportunity to sort of socialize with normal common folk of Naya. And so this was a nice opportunity for him. Is there anything in particular you were trying to sense the motive of?
No. Really, that'll work.
Basically, he has sacrificed his charisma for his wisdom.
What is his charisma, actually?
Not very high.
Did I call it?
Good. Now I know I was just playing him correctly, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was going for the whole nervous thing. It worked out.
Yep. It was pretty good. And so he's going to enter the headquarters. He's going to hold out a hand to Alvor to wait just one moment as he makes his way inside. And after a few moments, he comes back and gestures for Alvor to follow him inside. So we will.
Alvor and this guy have got kind of an unspoken bond. They both understands the burden of command. Alvor sees a lot of himself in the man, so he gives him a little, he gives him the down nod, not just the up nod.
Mm.
The down nod.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Aye.
He responds by giving you the down nod as well.
Gee!
As we transition to the meeting chambers for the higher ups. Let me just grab the music for this. One moment. Music.
Oh,
So,
Dinner's ready.
I love that.
I'm
God,
playing
we're
with my
just on it tonight.
bell song and accidentally hit the bowl. Whoopsie. Put
Today
that
I was
over
having
here.
a conversation with my mother about how once she was using a mug and then she accidentally bumped the mug on the tap and we were laughing about it for ages. We don't know why. We still don't know why.
Wonderful.
Interesting.
All right, so the Archdruid leads you through various hallways and corridors until you reach a large room with a you recognize this room. This was the war room that you and the Archdruid and everyone else in the party were meeting at when the orcs first attacked. You recognize this room. So, inside this room, there's only you, the Archdruid, and on the far side of the table, you see the Siren Commander Scylla. And as the door creaks shut, she turns around and gives a curt bow and smiles at you. You are
Alvor's going to do the formal place you're from me and
the
bow.
the fist across the chest thing. Yeah,
I think that is what we decided on. Yeah,
I think so.
That'll
Yeah,
work.
you are.
It's a bowing crossfist.
You are the one they call Alvor. Welcome. We have much to discuss here. I've been in correspondence with the captain from Renfall. She speaks quite highly of you.
Ah, yes. Oh, what's her name? Reyelanna! Yeah, that's the one. Ah, yes, Captain Reyelanna. Fine woman.
Scylla nods and smiles at you. I've also been doing some research myself. Your comment the other day made me curious. As she looks you up and down. You've been through quite a lot, haven't you, Captain Roswald?
Suspicious. That's fair to say.
I've gone through my records, and it seems you do have quite a hefty bounty on your head from the royalty over there. Rest assured, all who come to my city are safe under my rule. But this does not apply everywhere in Narr'tor. So, I think we can come to an agreement. She makes her way over to the table, places her hands on it. Alvor, I request your assistance in training my druids in the art of melee combat. And in exchange, I can make sure that this bounty on your head ceases to exist.
Training your recruits in the art of melee combat.
Yes.
In exchange for removing the bounty on my head.
Precisely.
For how long?
She stands back up and places a hand to her chin. How long do you think it will take for you to train them? They are skilled in the art of... Well, they're skilled in basic combat, but nothing like... Well, she gestures to the Archdruid. Not like my second in command. They require training that we cannot give to all of them ourselves.
How long would work narratively? Week, 2 weeks?
Probably a good maybe 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll tell her 2-3 weeks.
Very well. Just to be on the safe side, we'll bump it up to 1 month. You help train my soldiers, my druids, for 1 month. And in exchange, the bounty on your head will be no more. I give you my word.
Alvor rubs his chin. Well, I am sick and tired of every two-bit criminal coming after me and getting my sword all dirty. You got yourself a deal.
Excellent. When can you start?
Alvor shrugs, and any reason I couldn't start right now?
Very well. We will show you to the yard, and we can introduce you to the rest of the recruits. And with that, we will have Alvor narratively going out to meet all of the soon-to-be trainees under...
Maggots. Yes.
Maggots!
Maggots!
Oh my god.
Yes!
God damn it, NP, I love you.
Excellent. So with that...
Fighting is sure to resolve in victory. You must fight.
You can just see him going, all right, tadpoles, listen up.
Actually, NP, think about what you would do in that situation. In the meantime, we're going to transition a bit to Zayne. Okay. All right. So Zayne, you have your performance tonight. You've been practicing with the Bard College for the past few days. You're feeling pretty confident, especially after last night. And
I was supposed to go to the concert with the lady, though. Hold on. I was supposed to be there with...
That's tonight. That's tonight.
Oh, it's tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, not during the day. This is during the day.
Yeah,
this is rehearsal?
This is like morning stuff.
Oh.
Like the sun just came up and he came knocking at the door for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, we're good. I said I'd be there for the lady.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Continue.
So Zayne, this is the I'd call it the dress rehearsal, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me just ask that you make your way over to the performance area, and we will.
Nothing more, but I cannot film it.
Pew.
Pew, pew.
It is this point here.
I would love to, but I cannot control my eye.
Why can you not move your? Oh.
It might be because I was.
You got a new token.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. All right. So try it out now. You should be able to move around.
Kaboom, baby.
Kaboom, baby. Yes. So I will move everything over to here. Are there any other individuals in the party who would like to view?
The dress rehearsal?
The dress rehearsal, or do you have other things that you would like to investigate?
I suppose I probably have other things. It's like, I'll be there for the important thing, but
All right.
who cares about a dress rehearsal?
All right. So, Zayne, I'm gonna need you to make a couple of performance checks.
Okay. Before I get into this, I wanted to ask Chaotic real quick. Were you planning to check out the underwater temple today?
I mean, possibly, but
if you were, I would like to possibly say that I could give you like a water breathing spell if you wanted. It could last for. Let me look up my spell quick here.
give my spell book a once over.
Oh, I'm not using the spell book, but why am I talking?
The spell book in my head.
Spell book.
I know I have.
Please help! My soup is getting cold.
It's a level 3 water singer spell. Ride the waves.
Yep.
Breathe water. It will last for 1 hour per level. Breathe water. Swim at like an extra 30 feet.
Bada boom, bada bing. All right.
On swim checks. Do you want that or?
Sure, that would be great, actually, because it'll last 15 hours.
15 hours,
it's gonna last the whole day.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, we could always have just like have narrate in the background that you were saying, like, oh, I found this temple. I'm like, oh, I can help you get down there.
Well, I was talking to Resh about it, so he probably told you that he was talking about it, and then you came to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, that'd be great, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I'll see you tonight.
So with a touch of that spell and the use of a level 3 spell, he can now breathe water for 15 hours.
All right. So with that,
I now have a swim speed, a climb speed, and a land speed.
God damn it.
And a fly speed when I want.
Hashtag mobile monkey, baby.
Mobile monkey. All right.
The only thing I don't have is a burrow speed.
God. Okay.
Give you a shovel, it'll be fine.
Just give me a. No, I can use my hands. My hands.
He even has a little mining helmet. Don't you still have that?
Oh yeah.
From like
I still have the mining
way
helmet.
back. Yeah.
Nope, still have it.
There you go.
My hands are a perfect shovel. I could literally just shovel with my hands and have a burrow speed. This is great.
You got the elements covered.
My God. God damn. All right.
Surprise monkey coming from below. Anyways. Sorry.
So back at present, you need some performance checks. You said.
I need you to make 3 perform sing and 3 perform dance.
All right, here come the sings. Sing is. Oh, I keep forgetting that's so goddamn high. 1, 2, 3.
All right, and
those are my sings.
Those are your sings.
I mean, you just have high scores in general. I mean, you always do well, but.
Actually, wait, dance is the exact same one, so I'll just give 3 more of the same roll.
All right.
Cut. I think the dice is starting to like load on itself again.
All right. So that, and that. Okay. So this performance is going to be 3 movements, which is why I had you do the sing and the dance 3 times. And so I've set the difficulty based on the roles that everyone else is doing, because you're sort of like you're taking over the duet, I guess duet solo performance part for Kendrea. And so 41, 35, 41, 34, 38, 38, or 34, 48, 48. Okay, 1, 2.
I should have labeled them. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That. You made that one. That one. That one didn't make one. That one. Okay. All right. So, in the first movement, you nailed the singing and the dancing. The second movement, you nailed the singing, but slightly finicky with the dance. And the third movement, you nailed both of them.
Hey.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, at the end of the performance, Kendrea, along with a few others, stand up, and they're giving excited applause for what is inevitably to come.
Yay.
Yay!
To come.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Blaze it.
And...
#blessed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm never saying that again.
Oh, man. So, with that, we will transition to Zeal. What are you doing?
Well, I guess when I get up and I talk to Zayne and he puts the spell on me, I'm like, well, I guess I better put this to good use. So I'll probably see if I could find Resh.
All
and
right.
he said that there was a temple, but I should probably get him to point me in the right direction.
Yep. So Resh and Zeal are going to take a bit of a stroll through the town.
Just interested in meeting them, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So he's going to take you out to the what was 9? 1 second. I need to pull up the map. This is the Pure. He's going to take you to the Pure. I think that's the Port of Tides. I think that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Port of Tides, number 9. So he's going to step out on the far dock here, and he's going to point out to this direction. The old Mages College used to go out to directly have a bridge leading down to the temple down there. But with recent developments, that is no longer the case. But if you follow if you follow the supporting foundations of the old college, you should end up in the correct spot.
Excuse me. All right. Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
We will see you later, I suppose.
All right. And so Resh is going to stroll past the Vanara as he makes his way back. And what is Zeal going to do?
Well, go in the direction that he pointed out, I suppose. I'm excited to meet monks again, in general.
All right.
So just not necessarily even thinking how I'm going to approach or just say hi even. Just probably go up and say, hi, can I talk underwater? Oh, I can. Sweet. Oh. I can breathe it and I can talk. This is great.
All right. So you're going to make your way towards the old Mage College foundations, and then eventually lead you to
just hopping across the rocks and then eventually into the water.
All right. So with that, you will eventually lead to. Give me just a second. I've actually got a picture for this one. Give me a second. Yeah. I just need to figure out which folder it was in. Walk the walk, talk the talk, submerged Undine talk. Yeah.
Folk. Because I couldn't rhyme those with folk.
Is it this one? Yes, it is. So. I'm gonna need to. There we go. Get some handouts here.
Sweet.
All right, so. Gonna just Here you go. As you're making your way, you see many different iconographies of many different things, but as you continue making your way down, I'm gonna need you to make a perception check here real quick.
Okay. Oh God, where's my sheet? Oh, it's hiding on the other tab. That's why.
There we go.
Shrink. Back. Give me that 31.
All right. Just a second here. Get that. And on your way there, you spot an interesting looking structure. It doesn't look very temple-like, but it catches your eye as you're making your way down. You guys hear that?
What?
Okay, never mind. They're watching a movie in the other room. You spot
Oh,
something.
okay. I was concerned for a second.
Yeah. They're watching a movie in the other room, and I think they just turned on the subwoofer. But so you managed to spot something interesting on your way down. What could this be?
Does it look like it's inhabited in any sense? Does it have light coming from the windows like I see?
Well, it has what looks to be a bubbling cauldron underwater. And there are lights coming from inside the structure.
Would knowledge religion or knowledge history help in any sense?
I don't think so.
What is heating the cauldron?
Steam. I don't fucking know. Magic.
Steamed hams.
God damn it.
That just raises further questions.
Oh.
Is it underwater? Did they build an underwater fire to
What's
heat the
heating the
underwater
cauldron? What's heating the cauldron? Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. This time of year, at this latitude, and so on and so forth.
Entirely under your cauldron.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
And localized in the Nyan Ocean.
I feel like this is a reference I don't get.
No, you don't understand steamed hams?
You don't?
Steamed hams.
Well, show me after the
I know
show.
We'll show you after. We'll show you after.
We'll definitely show you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Not even I can catch everything, guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
Fair enough.
It's okay.
Anyways, no, I am a curious monkey, and even though it doesn't necessarily look like a temple, I want to see why there's a bubbling cauldron underwater.
Ooh.
I would definitely also be very curious in that.
It's okay.
So, yeah, so I will approach.
All right, so you're approaching the cauldron, the bubbling cauldron underwater, which oddly enough does not seem to have a heating source to your understanding.
Uh-huh. Of everything we've seen so far, like the flying city, all right, I think the underwater cauldron bothers me more than anything. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, you're gonna hate Keonan.
Because it's full of nothing but underwater cauldrons? Oh,
no, because I can't say.
It's fine.
Continue. I won't interrupt again. I feel like I've made my
foreshadowing. All right, so
pleasure at the underwater cauldron known. I'll
so
keep
you're
on.
investigating the cauldron, yes?
What are you? That'll probably be the first thing I approach.
I'm not wanting to say what you're doing, but what would you like to do with the cauldron once you get down to the underwater living quarters, apparently?
Chug.
Not really.
I mean, the first thing I'd probably do is make sure to look around and get a good feel for the environment, see if maybe there's any obvious signs of a person being nearby, or
all right. Roll perception.
All right. This again. Give me that 29.
It does not look like there's anything aside from the occasional fish floating by.
The house looks to be empty. Could I maybe?
No, the house looks to be inhabited. I'll show. If you don't have it open, I'll show it to you one more time.
I have the picture. I have it open.
Okay. So there are lights coming from the windows. So there is someone or something living here.
I want to poke the cauldron, but I also want to knock on the door. What?
Well, it's up to you, bro. I won't tell you one way or another.
I mean, I have no knowledge on magic. Absolutely jack shit. I've been with these people, but I don't know the first thing about any of it.
All right.
Which is why I'm kind of afraid to go poking the cauldron, because I'm afraid it's gonna explode, or I don't know, the liquid's gonna transform into something and pull me in. I don't fucking. Who the fuck knows?
All right. Well, it's you're free to do however you would like. You're also free to just leave it alone. You don't need to.
But I'm curious.
Probably just boiling lobster. I wouldn't worry.
That just raises further questions.
I knew you.
Can I look in the cauldron? Do I see just boiling, glowing stuff?
You see a bubbling liquid of some kind. You can't quite tell what it is, but it smells wonderful. The smell.
Ignoring how I can smell it underwater.
The smell. Yeah.
That just raises further questions.
I'm specifically saying the smell that you're getting off of it is intoxicating. As if it is the finest cuisine.
Told you.
I'm getting certain vibes, but I know Zeal probably doesn't know. So, I don't know. I want to do something, but at the same time, I want to leave it alone. But I just have absolutely no idea.
Right.
I hate situations like this because I'm afraid something's just gonna pop out and say "booga booga booga" and I'm die. You know,
it could be a trap. You're free to leave it alone. That's what
like I said, you're free to leave it. However, leave it alone if you so choose to. You don't have to interact with it. But while you're interacting with it.
Putting aside the logistics of how you would get some of this underwater soup into an underwater bowl and eat it with an underwater spoon, and then drink the soup while you're inside another body of water.
Hey, whoever's living under, they're not telling you how to live your life.
Yeah.
You're perfectly fine living your life above the water. They're perfectly capable of living their own life underwater. What makes you the judge of that?
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Fucking humans.
fucking humans.
Look at this soup. Isn't it neat? What would you say is its source of heat?
Oh
God.
Man, I
feel like we're getting really hung up on the soup. Let's just
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
no. It's okay. It's okay.
Underwater volcano.
It's okay.
I've
planned for this. Don't worry.
I think that what I will do is that Zeal is going to be wise and think, I don't know what this is. Maybe I will ask Resh when I come back. By the way, I found some weird soup under the water. So I will probably just...
What if it's...
Watch. Resh is gonna be the one to tell you. You can't tell people how to live their lives underwater.
All I said was there was some boiling soup under the water. I didn't say anything else.
You shouldn't be sneaking around people's houses. That's not very good of you. That's not very monk-like.
They had it on the front porch. I could see it.
People underwater have rights too. Somebody puts a barbecue on their front lawn. Do you just go and take what's on the barbecue?
They prefer the term underwater Americans, so
God.
Submersible Americans. There you go.
Submersible Americans.
Submerged Americans. Submericans.
Oh my God. I almost said something in bad taste.
All right, so Zeal.
Okay. Yes.
What are you choosing to do? It smells delicious. But you do know that someone's probably living here. It's probably pretty rude to just try and steal whatever they're cooking here, as odd as that is. They probably have some sort of magic doing that sort of thing. But
I'm gonna leave it alone. I think I'm gonna go back to searching for the temple. It was an interesting little side thing, but I'm kind of like, I'll ask about it later, because a mixture of it would be better to be nice, and also I don't know what the fuck's going on here. And thinking back to his religious teaching, he probably knows about lots of weird monsters. He's like, this could be a person, but it could be a monster. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone.
I would say that
I'm going to do the wise thing. I'm going to do the wise thing.
The wise
You're
and
intuitive enough
polite.
to know not to stick your hand in the fire, even if it's underwater.
Even if it is underwater.
It's a giant fucking mimic. The whole house is just a mimic. If I knock on the door, it's like Monster House with the fucking the tongue is like a fucking is the rug and it grabs me. And
Oh
me
god!
Oh yes. All right. So you continue on with your investigations and eventually make one more perception check just to see if you manage to. Yep, that was not a very hard check. You managed to, after some swimming, you finally reach the underwater temple.
Ooh. Actually looks very similar to what his temples would look like. Interestingly enough.
It looks like the temple's going, oh!
I think that was the point, but yes.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it's even got like it makes it kind of look like a monkey too, with the circle ears on the side. Looks like a giant monkey going.
It actually kind of reminds me of the scary trash compactor from Brave Little Toaster.
Oh my god!
I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it. No.
Don't give me those Vietnam flashbacks.
All right. So with that, we will. Zeal has found the underwater temple. With that, we will take a quick pee break and then transition to our good friend Alvor.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
Okie doke.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So pee break. Be right back.
Same.
All right. So, are we all how are we all doing tonight? I think everyone went for pee break. So, looks like it's just you, me, and the chat. Oh wait, I forgot to swap the music back to something else. One second. Yeah. Actually, something more appropriate. Maybe. No. Trying to find something appropriate for the training montage. Let's see here. Let's see. Battle music. Something interesting for fucking You having fun over there, Chaotic?
Yeah, might be. Just because you said training montage, so.
Oh my god. I'm trying to find some appropriate music for Alvor training the soldiers. So I'm like,
I mean, it still works.
It does, but oh man. Let's see. No. Is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it?
Could be. I don't know.
Let me just... Okay, I can get behind this.
Huh. I'm going to click Jukebox and see if I'm right in my head. Okay, well it just says Courage, but...
Yeah, the actual name of the song is... No, it's actually Courage. Yeah. What'd you think it was?
It just sounds like something I would hear from a certain someone.
I am back.
Hey. Hey. All right.
Am I right?
No. It's not that.
It's not what?
The one that you linked.
Oh, no. I know it's not the one that I linked.
Okay,
I just said that randomly.
Oh, okay. All right. I think... Yeah, I can...
wonder where it comes from. It sounds...
You want the link? I can give you the link if you want.
She's here.
Can I have the link?
Yes.
God, how many people have to scream? It's just me, a Mario.
It's just me.
Hey, cutie.
Oh, I haven't heard that in like a century.
I know. Too long.
All right. Let's see. Okay. I think we're...
did I come in at a 5-minute pee break?
You
Yes,
actually
well done.
did. Yeah. So
Timing.
quick recap for you.
Also, I'm eating steak.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I'm eating a burger.
Hell yeah, that's the first thing I heard when I got back.
Yes.
Boy,
So
I had 2.
So, Kago, quick recap. So
Oh, okay, it's JoJo. Got it.
Yeah. So Alvor and the Archdruid Okid have they've created the Warriors Bond.
Oi.
That is something I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at you with a face of ununderstanding.
they have bonded as authority figures, whether former or current.
That sounds gay.
Wow.
Okay.
That has been a reoccurring theme today, hasn't it?
It has been, actually, yeah.
Sounds a little gay.
But so he and Scylla came up with a deal in exchange for removing the bounty on his head from place you're from. He will help train some of the druids in melee combat. On Zayne's end, he was doing the dress rehearsal for the performance he's doing tonight. And on Zeal's end, he went underwater. He went for a swim.
Me too.
He's searching for the underwater monk temple, and he managed to spot it. So
there was an underwater cauldron.
There was
boiling.
he found an underwater dwelling, which had a bubbling cauldron of something that smelled delicious on the outside.
Smelled delicious.
Smelled delicious.
Underwater.
Yes.
I have my own personal ideas to probably what it was, but again, Zeal would not. So.
Yep. So that's
There were
current.
many questions.
There were
The
indeed
the
many
underwater-
questions.
The underwater cauldron really bothered me.
Yo, yeah, that
And I
bothers me
told-
a bit too. But wait, is the contents of it more dense? And it would stay in the cauldron.
Well, I guess.
It was.
And then if there is a form of heating as like some underwater, like a spring of some sort, like a geyser that could heat it with steam underneath,
It said
I
it was on-
mean, it could
it was-
work.
You mean like an underwater volcano? Like one of those?
Yeah, that could work.
or fucking magic.
No.
Or-
Astro's
Well-
not here. I have to try to logicize.
See,
Alright.
the thing was,
But how could he smell it underwater?
the
Now I
thing,
have to
Oh, yeah,
read
I was able to
Thorn
smell it, too.
Logicize isn't a word.
Logicize me,
Alright.
Captain.
the thing was, NP said this bothers me, and my response was, "You're going to hate Keonan."
All right. So with that,
So, Wuten,
Huh?
are you going to need me anymore? Because I've got some homework that I need to do all in this weekend.
if you this is gonna be Alvor's training session. So if you want to stick around for that, you're totally welcome to. If not, then go ahead and start working on your homework. It was nice having your roleplay initiative.
I think I will need to watch it on the stream. Roleplay initiative, my ass, that was terrible.
Rude.
Yeah, I need to go do homework
Go
because
ahead. Totally fine.
All right, ciao, baby.
me and my teachers are extremely confused.
All right. You have a good one.
All right,
And,
I will watch the stream tomorrow.
Excellent.
Yes, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye, British
Bye.
boy.
I shall
Goodbye,
miss my son.
Americans.
It was nice. I'll catch the tail end of him as he runs away as I'm saying goodbye.
All right.
Mood.
All right. So,
I'm
With
not gonna
that-
stop.
so Ray, you slept in this morning.
Of course I did.
You You wake up in.
You could have had me go check out my cabin in the woods or something. This whole time.
That's a pretty good distance, and it's full of orcs and drow and
what did you people do to my home?
And that Drider thing, big elf spider boy.
Who said it was that way?
True.
I mean, that is also where the forest is, though.
Yeah. So, Ray, you wake up late.
Yeah, true.
And startle yourself awake, looking outside. What time is it?
Me this morning? I mean, me at 8 p.m. today.
Wow. It's
where'd the sun go?
It's the sun is high in the sky right now. It's probably somewhere around. It's probably somewhere around lunchtime as you hear the sounds of Resh preparing what sounds like preparing something. Something in the kitchen.
Yes, this is what happens when you hold your breath for 3 weeks.
Is that you fall asleep for a while?
you just fall asleep.
The logic is there.
Yeah. So, what are you interested in? Alvor is gone.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Everybody's gone.
Alvor is gone. Zayne is gone. Zeal is gone. Schism, I believe, is we'll say her door is locked, and Mjolnir is sleeping in further than you are, so we'll just say that.
He's just fucking dead.
He's tired.
We had a busy few days, man.
Yeah, he had a busy few days. He got to rest that shit off. He got shocked with chain lightning.
We all did, except Ray.
Yeah.
I didn't get hit.
Yeah,
I didn't get hit once in that fight.
You didn't get hit once, because that
I was busy laying on the ground, tripping over shit, so...
Me too. You know, me too, actually. It's my morning, actually. My night, I mean.
Yeah.
Close enough. I can never tell what time it is in my room.
Well, I don't even know what's going on in this city, because I'm gonna honestly say she hasn't really been paying attention to anything. She's been focusing on holding her breath. She has no idea what's happened over the past 3 weeks.
All right.
I think she lost even more brain cells than she already did.
Oh no. Oh no.
That she already didn't have.
Oh no. So is she what's she doing? Is she just sort of like
I think I'm gonna have her wander around the city.
I was gonna say she probably has been to this city multiple times if she has a cabin in the woods.
She's probably she's probably
gonna wander around the city, get my bearings for how lightheaded I've been.
I have an idea. She just sort of sways her way down the stairs. She's just like, oh, screw it. Schism wins. I can't hold my breath anymore. Right?
Mood.
So she makes her way downstairs and
try and hold me in a breath holding contest.
Runs into Resh as he's making his way to he's got a little dish with him. He's got his lunch for the day. Oh, Miss Reyelanna, how have you been?
That's the greatest answer in the world.
He just tilts his head a bit. Right. If you're looking for Mr. Alvor, the Archdruid came by this morning and they had a walk. I'm not sure what the context was, but that's where he went. Master Zayne went to the dress rehearsal for his performance tonight, and what's the Vanaran's name? Zeal. Zeal. Yes, he went to the underwater temple to investigate the monks down there, see if he could learn anything from them.
She's looking at him with this straight face of I have no idea what any of that means.
Like her pupil starts to like go in separate directions.
if
like colon eye face.
He's just like, perhaps coffee, ma'am.
Perhaps you would like
want to give her coffee.
Yes.
A drink, perhaps. I can brew up some tea if you like, or perhaps coffee, or
Do we need the hyper story arc? Do we need that?
Perhaps a brandy?
We need the drunk story arc!
Right. He sets his plate onto the table. I will brew up some tea for the both of us, and we can socialize a bit if you so choose. And he quickly makes his way to the back room to brew up some tea. Alvor!
My squirrel. It's giant.
The squirrel makes its way down. It was trying to mimic you the whole time.
Oh,
it's just swaying its way down the stairs.
It's trying to mimic Mama.
Yeah.
New Mama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not
Y'all
old.
said
the
I
adopted
shouldn't
mama.
take the squirrel.
Mm.
I want more animals.
I know. So, actually,
More animals!
there is a proper archetype for that. We can discuss this after session's over, but there is a proper archetype that does that.
I don't want an archetype. I just want animals.
She just wants handle animals. That's all she wants.
All right.
The squirrel will develop a crush on Alvor. I'm just saying that would be a terrific blood device.
Oh man.
This is the worst.
Okay.
A little bow on it, and the scroll's like, Baka!
So.
Sorry, continue.
Transitioning to Alvor. As you make your way onto the grounds, you spot multiple Undine guards just practicing various melee combat, dueling, etc., etc.
You mean druids, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Druids, but they also act as guards of the city.
I assume as much, but
yeah. So they're practicing. It's very sort of basic melee combat moves. You notice. Most of them are using the spear, the trident, various two-handed weapons, but some of them do try to use sword and board. But they're not as comfortable using it as, say, you would. So, what are your first actions as you observe the grounds?
Is what's his face still with him?
Yes. The Siren Commander and the Archdruid are both accompanying you as you make your way across.
Okay, I whisper a few words to the Siren Commander, and he'll nod and then tell all the recruits to fall in.
Scylla's the Siren Commander.
Scylla, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it's a girl, obviously.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's Zayne's sister.
Yeah.
I remember now.
So she'll.
I haven't been here, and I remember.
So Alvor. She's been fairly graceful with you up to this point. But as soon as you make that request to her, it just snaps. She's just business mode 0 to 100. Attention! As she calls out to the entire grounds, all of them immediately stop and stick the what's the bottom edge of a spear called? I can't remember. The
point.
The point? Point? Is it? Okay.
We're talking about the other end, not the pointy end.
The other end, yes.
The point.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Is it the butt of the spear? I don't know.
Yes, it's the
sure.
butt of the spear.
It is? Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Wow,
That is the
so
name
we
that
have the
refers to
point and the butt.
Yes.
And
I like this conversation.
Yes. So they all the ones that are using the spears and the tridents stick the butt of their weapon to the ground and stand at attention as the Siren Commander addresses the group. This is Captain Alvor Roswald. He will be your instructor. Treat his every whim as if it were my own. He'll get you in shape. And she turns to look at you and nods.
All right, fall in, maggots.
As they all shuffle in to a line.
So my name is Alvor Roswald. Place you're from. I was about to say captain, but you know. And I am here to teach you miserable maggots how to melee fight. I do not spears and tridents are all well and good, but what will you do when your enemy is right in front of you? Run away and try to throw a spear at him? Or
Yes.
you are not here, Ray.
I am
Yes,
one
I
of
am.
the guards. Thank you very much, good sir.
I look down the line and it's just Ray just standing there, just like da-da-da.
She's just
Wait,
as he's going
wait,
along the
wait,
line,
wait,
she's just one
wait.
of them standing there.
With the colon face.
So the colon 3. The little kitty face. Okay.
Damn it.
Don't actually do that, please.
Oh, okay. So,
Fine with it.
Kago.
Me.
She's waiting for her tea.
Do you want to
I
time?
left.
You have. Do you want to just you just wander off? You want to find
I wander
Alvor,
off.
and you hear the sound of Alvor shouting to the greens, and immediately you run. You fucking bolt towards that direction. And so as he's
Try to keep
addressing
up.
and as he's addressing the soldiers, you're just on top of the wall, just watching.
Kicking her feet.
Yeah, just sitting and watching.
Yes.
Oh, fine.
That works.
Yeah,
It's not nearly as bad as her actually being in the lineup.
yeah. She can be on the wall, just watching.
Okay, fine. I'm all right with this.
The wall's not here.
Mm.
Oh my god!
Don't you fucking start.
God damn it.
Anyway.
Don't need this right now.
All right. Alvor.
And meanwhile, Alvor finishes his speech. And that's why anytime a bunch of animals are together in one place, it's called a zoo. Unless it's a farm.
Ooh, can I be a farm?
Alvor just slowly turns and looks. And just slowly turns back. He'll point to one of the recruits. You!
Yes, sir.
Step forward.
He does so.
What's your name, Fish Lips?
Yeah.
Damn.
What?
Going in with the
Mood?
name.
Damn. Ooh. Wait. Let me
Just make
look
an
up.
Intimidation check on that one.
Yeah.
Let me roll.
Do that while I look up Undine
fish name.
names. Give me a second.
Damn, that intimidation.
God damn. All right.
He's intimidating.
Yeah.
He's very intimidating.
My
I'm
name
a
is
lovable monkey. I have a -2.
-2
I
intimidating.
couldn't scare
Really?
I
Wow.
couldn't scare something out of a paper box.
Oh wow. All right. My name is Gam, sir.
Gam. What's that in your hand? He points to the So this recruit will actually have a sword in his hand.
Okay. It's a sword, sir.
Let me see that.
hands it to you, hilt towards you.
Okay. Alvor snatches it up and examines it with a critical eye.
All right.
I was about to swear and say Jesus Christ, but they would not know who that is.
Just say Jesus Cristo. That makes it something completely different.
Jesus Cristo, recruit. Have you been keeping this sword in a latrine? I never seen so much rust on a sword. What do you have to say for yourself?
Sir, it's a training sword, sir.
You're a training sword. And he gives
You're a training sword.
Oh, Lord, even I knew that was bad.
Alvor turns around and just throws the sword as hard as he can, and it sticks into a dummy. And just twing. So I would not take this rusty piece of shit to war, and I would not take any of you. Pair up. I will show you maggots I will show you little tadpoles some melee drills.
All right.
Oh, melee, that sucks.
Don't you start. Oh man. Don't make me come up there.
If you kill them before they get in melee range, it's better, right?
Don't make me come up there. And
My armor lets me fly!
Don't make me use this!
Anyway.
My armor lets me fly!
Oh, okay. Ray, do you want to just like a hi, Alvor? Just like wait.
Hi, Alvor!
Okay, a few of the recruits are gonna snicker
Yeah.
and like say something. So and I was gonna turn around. Who said that? Who said that? Which one of you little tadpoles just?
I'm
Not
a
you!
tadpole now.
Which one of you little tadpoles just signed his own death warrant?
Me!
He's like, you've all seen Full Metal Jacket, you know.
Yeah, we know. but Ray hasn't.
Ray hasn't seen
Me!
it.
Wait, Ray hasn't seen Full Metal Jacket?
No, she hasn't.
I doubt very many of them have.
Alvor,
Don't worry, I'll get a VCR. We'll watch it.
Oh my god.
Alvor does a face palm and just kind of slowly drags it down his face, and turns around and starts training the recruits.
All right. So
Walking around.
I am the tadpole.
Wait, Alvor, I have an idea.
Yes.
Teaching them melee drills with Reyelanna as your partner.
Oh,
Thing
no.
is,
Put her to
can
good
melee,
use.
though.
Put her to good
I can.
use.
My melee,
Yeah.
my melee bonus is like 20.
She is a ranger. She does know how to use melee weapons.
Put
Sure.
her to good use.
Sure. He'll call her down and they'll then show her some practical demonstrations and stuff like that. That works. And then like when the recruits pair up, she'll be walking around and helping.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
She also knows the fundamentals of combat.
Yes. So Alvor, I want you to make 3 melee attack rolls with your sword. Just as throughout the training session.
So when you stab, make sure the pointy end is pointed towards your enemy. I learned that once.
I learned that once. Same thing with my arrows.
Oh, that's crit because I got keen now.
Oh,
Sweet.
that's okay. Pew. So, you just end up decimating one of the training dummies that you were doing the first demonstration on. You end up. They weren't made for professional combatants.
I want to like cut off somebody's like one of the recruits like fingers or something like that. It's like put some ice on, it'll be fine.
Mean.
Better have some healers on hand, because Alvor he doesn't play nice when he trains you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
but he was nice when he trained me. I trained myself though.
Well, I'm sure he had some hand in it early on.
All right. Ray, I want you to make 3 checks as well, since you're helping.
I'm helping.
Do you have a melee weapon yourself, or?
I don't think so. I'd have to take one of the training
That's
swords.
fine. That's fine. You can take the rusty training sword that Alvor
I'm not
threw
gonna
at
get
the
negatives for
Yeah.
using that.
You're fine. Just
It's
roll
a
it.
little rusty.
Yeah, it's a little rusty. That's okay.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
What were you saying? Kago, what were you saying about getting negatives for a fucking melee weapon? What the fuck were you going on
I
about?
was just saying because it's rusty.
Or what the fuck were you going on
I
about?
just literally imagine her going, that's a little rusty, the balance is a little off, oh well.
Jesus! Alright. So, two more.
She is level 15, so...
Two more.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright.
That's not too bad.
So
This is
that's a pretty decent first day of training for the druids of the
And then you go
order.
pow! Pew pew! Oh, swords don't make pew noises. Oopsie.
She's just like pointing it in the air, just like pew pew pew. she's like using it. If you've seen like people using wands and stuff, it's just like pew pew pew. That's just what she's doing.
Oh, wait, swords don't go pew.
The recruits are looking around kind of confused, and they're like, oh, they shrug and start like going pew pew as they're hitting each other.
Pew! Pew!
Wait, if a few of them are druids, that might actually be bad. We might be casting.
They may actually be casting out of this.
Damn it, Ray! You're setting a bad example. Again.
I am a
Oh
bad
my
example.
god!
Alvor's shouting, no, stop! No, that is not how you do that.
You sure? Nat 20. You didn't.
But he still rolled higher, technically.
Yeah,
I know.
You did.
I know, so like Alvor's showing the recruits
God.
around, and he's demonstrating. He's kind of sparring with Ray, and then she like, ping, just like knocks him flat on his ass. Just the one time though.
Just the one time. All right. Pretty good first day of training. So, let's go ahead
Not
and
bad. Not bad.
transition. Hey, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And let's transition over to Zayne.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
Zayne.
am I doing?
I mean, some people say that I am Zen too, but you know.
Hey.
I get
He's
it.
pretty zen monkey.
He's pretty zen, but
Zen AF.
Zen AF. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So, Zayne. The dress rehearsal went pretty well, all things considered. You're feeling pretty confident about your performance tonight.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, you saw in the crowd, in the small gathering of people that were watching the dress rehearsal, Kendrea was there, and she looked pretty excited to watch you perform. So,
Oh. Hey. That's the boo.
yeah.
Mr. Boo.
So, is there something that oh wait. Before we get underway here, I have a special guest returning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the boy.
it's the boo! Oh, no!
As you finish your performance, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Ben rushes
What
up.
is this?
And his
Rush-
battle.
And his paddle.
Oh no, we're all new character!
Is that wait? Is that a war paddle? Is that a thing? Is that a two-handed war paddle?
That is indeed.
A two-handed.
This is the best weapon ever. I want this.
It is indeed a paddle. Though, actually, I think it's supposed to be like an axe, but it just works better as a paddle.
It's a paddle. It's a paddle. Why is this session so gay?
My next character is gonna just have every.
Is it because I'm here this time?
We can dude. Okay, we can homebrew. Okay,
build so much.
Okay, so we can do a homebrew build where we can translate it over from a warhammer, war paddle, and it can exclusive. You can choose whether or not you deal non-lethal damage with it or lethal damage with it.
I want this so much.
That's a paddling.
That's. But
I call dibs on the paddle.
We next. So actually, that's a pretty good idea for the pirate campaign.
Oh,
what a massive!
This gives me
paddle.
ideas.
Oh my gosh, he'd have a paddle because he's a pirate. Oh my god!
This gives me ideas.
A paddled in.
I love this song.
A paddled in.
Got him.
So
that's my next character now. That's my next character.
No,
now.
I called dibs. You all heard it. I called dibs.
Okay, fine.
So MP.
Yes.
Do you want to join the pirate campaign as a paddledin?
God damn it! Oh my fucking god!
Please do it. I will
It runs alongside the Keone campaign, so
I literally have to. I don't have a choice. It's a two-handed war battle.
Yay! Woo! We have a new person. Yay! Okay.
Welcome aboard.
I don't. Okay, so bringing it back in to the actual campaign. We'll talk about this later after the stream.
Who cares about this campaign? Two-handed war battle.
Oh my god. We'll talk about this after once this session is over. We'll discuss it.
Okay. I got a little excited. I'm sorry.
Breathe into the nose, out through the mouth.
So, as he makes his way down from the crowds, Zayne, I need you to okay.
Fortitude save.
Make a fortitude save.
Okay, sure. Make a fortitude save because he's gonna pick you up in a bear hug and it's gonna make you squeak like a squeaky toy.
Well, I was heading towards. I was imagining I was heading towards Kendrea, but then all of a sudden, a Ben happened.
A Ben
happened.
Zayne! You have
has my presence made this like 50 times more gay, or
no?
Okay,
it was actually pretty gay already. You should have been here for the beginning.
That's upsetting.
I'm sorry. You should have been here for the beginning. That was pretty gay, but in the good way.
If you look up a little further, I shared a link from Twitter that showed the D&D players are a cross of theater kids, nerds, and gay people. So I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is the description of me in a nutshell.
Fuck, I forgot the name. I forgot the voice that I gave for him. It's just like, Okay.
I think you had your.
Make a new one.
I think it was
I don't know if I would say it's your generic one, but if he had like the big person voice kind of thing.
He had a big person voice, but I think it was like Italian also. So it's I'm trying to figure out how. Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Be a big gay Italian.
Big gay Italian, yeah.
Big gay Italian.
You
AKA
can have
what you
my big gay
actually
Italian.
That's my new band name.
Yeah.
Big gay Italian.
Perfect.
Can I
Quality.
join?
I need a glockenspiel player, so sure.
Yes.
Anyway,
as Ben pulls you up into a patented Ben hug instead of a bear hug.
I've had Mjolnir practice. This is nothing.
That was incredible. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna give it the. Okay. I think I've got this. I did not think you had it in you, but you proved me wrong once again. I'm proud of you, Zayne.
Well, I guess a lot of.
By the way, you're still in the bear. You're still in the Ben hug.
So I'm just trying to explain myself while I'm crunching.
I'm traveling around the nation and then learning all the songs and everything. I think I'm gonna die.
As he lets you go free.
Breathe, man.
Beautiful. Yeah, like the squeaker toy. Oh man. All right. So, as Ben lets you down, Kendrea, you can see she's chuckling a bit at the scene as she makes her way up to you as well. Let me. Do I could have sworn I had a proper. Found it. Yes.
Oh?
I found it. I have Kendrea's song. Yes. As she smiles and takes both of your hands in hers, and she has like the look of an excited child on her face as she looks at you, and you can sort of feel like that feeling you had years ago when performing, and you saw Kendrea. You saw Kendrea watching you perform. She has that sort of same excited look in her eyes as she did all those years ago. Do you guys hear that rumbling?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's just the moment.
Okay.
That's the moment.
All right.
Was the heat of
The moment. Yeah.
That I hear.
So she has that excited look in her eyes. I'm so. You can
Go ahead.
She still has she's still speaking a bit quieter than usual. I'm so glad I was able to see it before the real performance. Now I'm even more excited than ever.
Of all the faces around here, that's the one I probably miss the most. I'm just happy I could fill in where it was needed.
She you see a light blushy. Well, actually, yeah, I was about to say, fill in wherever needed. You see her fin. You see her ear fins flap up just a tad.
Get the jar.
Slap.
Just a tad, but they
Just
quickly get them under control once again. I can't wait for tonight.
A return flap. Get that gold jar ready.
Nine teenagers must be very awkward. That must be a very difficult period of time for them.
You have no idea. So Ben's just sort of standing there looking between the two of them. Well, this calls for a celebration. What do you say? Drinks on me?
Too kind of you, but I say let's go for it. Are you able to? He looks back to Kendrea and is like, "Are you able to drinks? How much about your injury?
I should be fine.
Oh, see, I'm not sure about her age.
Injury, man. She was getting
Boy.
cut and healed back and forth, Brock.
What?
I should be fine for a few. As Ben picks up, he picks up not only Zayne but Kendrea as well, both one in each arm. turns to look at Reyna. We're going out. Okay, I need to get out of the. I was going for the fucking German. Damn it. We are going out for drinks. Would you like to come along?
We're going out for drinks.
We're going. Fuck it. He's German now. Fuck it. The
Would you
big,
like to join us?
Join me for drinks.
The big burly Italian is too hard for me to pull off. So I'm going. Fuck it. Retcon. He's German. His voice is now German. We're going out for drinks. Would you like to come along? Perfectly fine myself. You all have fun. I have some last-minute practice to get in. As Ben turns. Well, let's go. As he's literally carrying both of you like under his arms. As Kendrea shoots you like a bashful look, but just sort of rolls her eyes and smiles.
See, not everything's changed all that much.
It's perfect. As Ben
probably not gonna drink too much because he's gotta perform. So
yeah,
just a nice little loosey goose like what I do on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Oh,
just enough to hit that fucking high C and fucking
yeah.
God rest ye. But I digress.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I do a few shots of Kimmel before I perform on Christmas Eve.
Nice. All right.
Oh, there
so
you go.
It
makes his
loosens
way.
you up to play the high notes.
Makes his way down to the bar, or the tavern, as they say, as we transition to Zeal. Zeal, you have entered, or at least approached. You have approached. Let me get some atmospheric music for this.
Temple of
God damn it.
Let me just grab this. This seems interesting.
Quite literally underwater ruins.
Yeah.
How fitting.
Yeah.
Just hopefully they're not actually ruins.
Yeah. I just searched underwater and it was the first thing that showed up. So, underwater temple.
Well, I suppose the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look about. Do I see anybody? Do I see obvious signs of use? Do I see lights? Do I see anything along those lines?
As far as you can tell, you don't see anything on the outside of the temple. There aren't any lights, but being this far down underwater, you can assume that it's probably because the creatures inside have some sort of affinity for seeing in the dark.
The creatures inside? You mean the monks?
Yeah, the monks.
Okay.
It's an
I
underwater.
can't see in the dark,
It's an underwater monk temple.
Well, I cannot see in the dark, which is a bit of an issue.
Ooh.
Have a magic item for that? I don't think I did.
Ooh. And I'm assuming your mining helmet isn't really going to help you here because it needs like
You kind of need
fire,
oxygen and
oxygen
fire.
and whatnot, yeah.
It's not an actual mining helmet. It doesn't go click and use electricity. I don't think we have that yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I do
I'm
have.
sorry, does fire not burn underwater?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
Eh.
Well, I have one very easy thing I can do. I'm going to take my quarterstaff in one hand. You know, since this spell, I guess, makes it so I could basically use my stuff underwater, right? Well, I think bludgeoning and slashing weapons still have problems underwater.
Piercing weapons are the only ones that don't have problems. Yeah.
Yeah, which I have none of those, but I will just take my quarterstaff in one hand. I will pull out an oil of light from my backpack and just kind of crash it onto the thing and try to make sure I rub the oil onto the hopefully it works onto the quarterstaff to give it the light spell.
All right. So the quarterstaff is now emitting light as if it were a torch, but does not.
I will. Go ahead.
But it does not require a fuel source. Yeah, that's just
correct.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess what I'll do is I'll end up P monkey.
Oh my god.
I will land probably in front at the staircase and make my way up.
All right. So, as you make your way...
Undine have dark vision?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as you make your way up the stairs, someone... a hooded figure emerges from the mouth of the temple. As I...
Yo.
Me too.
I'm about to flip back.
Yeah?
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it has a penis, right?
No. You don't know that. You don't know that.
So, I know it now.
So, she makes her way to the front of the mouth and looks down at you.
She appears to be an elf.
She appears,
from what I can tell,
she appears to have humanoid features at least. Question: can you speak Aquan?
I can talk with anything.
Okay, you have like the ability that works like tongues.
I have the tongue of the sun and moon. I can talk with all living things, and all living things can understand me.
All right, cool.
So we're good.
So she looks down at you, peers just a bit from out of her hood, and you spot like the occasional aquatic-looking scale on her face. Who are you? As she speaks in Aquan.
So he's going to the best of his ability, being underwater, sort of, he'll, I guess you could kind of let the quarterstaff float there, or just kind of hold it somewhere, but put his hands together and give her a bow.
He can hold it with his tail.
There you go. Yeah, he holds it. He's holding the quarterstaff with his tail this whole time instead. There we go. I like that.
Yeah.
He uses that to he just kind of like push it around if he needs to see something, whatever.
Yeah. And
gives her a bow and says, "It is my pleasure to meet you. My name is Zeal. I am a monk from far south, Varisvipa. It is an honor to meet another monk so far out."
She eyes you curiously. Varisvipa.
He keeps the bowed stance, but he puts his head up to look at her.
You have indeed traveled quite far. Rise, Zeal. I am Grandmaster Zuhi.
You're the Grandmaster, then.
Welcome to the Nyan... Oh,
You're good.
Dicks!
Dicks in my mouth.
Welcome to the Water Temple. There we go.
The Water Temple!
No, I don't want to go there. You can't make me.
Then it is an even greater honor than I expected to meet you.
Please, come. Let me show you.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking.
All I was going to say was that I will probably follow her.
Okay. Well, that's basically what she was saying was, come, follow. Let me show you the temple. You have traveled this far, I should, at the very least, give you what you were searching for. As she makes her way into the darkness of the mouth.
As I follow along, my quarterstaff in tail, not all too worried, honestly, probably feeling rather elated.
Yeah! My people!
My people!
My people!
Those ain't your people, they ain't monkeys. I don't care if they're monkeys or not. They're monks!
Well, on a scale of Ocarina of Time to Twilight Princess, it is,
Goody saying middle Great Bay Temple.
I don't want those kind of non-flashbacks.
Well, given that this is Lake Naya and not Great Bay Naya, we're talking Ocarina of Time Temple.
No, Bay, no.
I'm okay with that. It's fine.
Yeah, Twilight Princess is worse, honestly.
No seizures for me tonight.
Yeah. So, as you make your way through the temple, you hear the sounds of movement in the water as you turn your head and the light of your staff towards.
Low light vision is helpful, so I mean I can still see super well as long as I have it.
Yeah. So you turn the light of your staff towards the sounds, and you can see underwater races of many different kinds training in the temple itself. Zui turns to look down at you, and she raises a questionable eyebrow at you. You are of the surface, correct? I'm curious as to how you made your way down here.
I have a friend. His name is Zayne. He's a powerful magic user, and I guess he gave me the ability, for the course of the day at least, the ability to swim underwater and breathe, and speak.
Very interesting.
I may not have been able to make it down here otherwise. Unfortunately, I am not born in the water. I am of the trees.
I see.
Do you speak with Naya very often? I heard very little about you at all until I had asked Master Resh.
We tend to keep to ourselves, especially after what happened years ago with the Mages College.
I heard about that. I suppose I can understand that.
She smiles down at you. That said, we still continue our training despite being cut off from the outside world. We continue our teachings, and we send out our students to further teach where they can.
This is the same thing that happened for me. I was chosen from my temple to represent. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember everything. Okay. It's been a while. I was sent from my temple as a envoy of Indra and of the monks to the greater world. And unfortunately found myself embroiled in something more than I may have expected. But still.
She looks at you curiously. You refer to the return of the primordial sun?
The return of... is Vishnu, right? No, not Vishnu. No, he was a good one.
Vishnu was the good one, yes.
Vritra, that's it.
Yeah,
Vritra.
yeah. It did start with a V, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's why I was... Okay.
Yeah.
The primordial sun. Vritra, yes. In fact, if it's... I happened to be there when he reawoke.
She looks down at you, even more curious now. You were there when it happened?
It was... surreal, almost. There was a wizard. He was with our group, with my group of friends, and together we had helped save a small town from a cult, but something happened, and I guess, from what I remember to be told, he may very well have been holding the evil within him for a long time.
I see. You will have to explain this story to me at another time, it seems. I'm very interested to hear about this. That said...
It would be an honor. That's all.
That said, shall we continue our tour?
Absolutely. So far, it's quite the setup. And of course, being underwater, it must very well help with not needing stairs, of course. Not that we need them very much either, but...
That is the case for many of us. As she leads you down to a more quiet section of the temple, where you can see many different aquatic races in silent meditation, from what you can tell.
Is the layout of the temple at all similar to Marsvipa's, or is it different?
Slightly different, just because of the location and the general attendance of it. There's no there's not very many doors or stairs or it's close to the Marsvipa temple, but more accessible to aquatic races, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense, but since it's similar, I guess I get the feeling that probably, again, like, monk stuff probably kind of came from Marsvipa a little bit-ish, and he feels very, very, very much more
we
at
already
home.
decided that
I know, I
stuff
just...
came from Marsvipa.
I know, I'm sitting there going...
We're making it canon, is what we're doing. Oh. So, yeah. It feels very similar to the temple that you grew up in.
Okay, that was basically all.
All right.
So he just feels he seems at ease.
Yes. So, with that, we will transition here. I don't believe anyone had anything else at this point.
No.
Well, Chrome just straight fucking crashed. Okay.
Me too, Chrome.
I don't know what happened, but okay. I suppose go with that.
Well, all right then. So,
it's back on now. It just fucking
just
turned off. Anyways, sorry.
So the Grandmaster takes you through the rest of the temple, and you feel very much at ease. But excuse me. After a little while, you feel like you've lost a little track of time, just sort of reminiscing and feeling both at ease and comfortable in this new location. You don't know how much longer the underwater spell is going to last. So with a new stride in your step, you smile at the Grandmaster and say your farewells, and she offers you the chance to return anytime if you have anything that you have interest in for the temple, and you start making your way back. Zeal, I need you to make one swim check.
With the bonus from the Ride the Waves?
With the bonus, yep.
You get a +8, I think?
+8, I can take 10, so I'll just go ahead and take 10.
All right. So what is that?
So that's 16. It's going to be a 32.
All right. You manage to make your way up to the surface.
Yay!
And just as you make your way to the surface, it looks like it's getting closer towards early evening. And you remember that you have a certain meeting to make. You don't want to be late for your very important date.
Going to be late for my very important date. Ah! So, I will use a key point in order to give myself my fly speed, and I just take off over the water, like almost skipping across the water, just landing on it just long enough to hop back again. So
excellent.
Yeah. So I start making my way. I'm assuming it's for Zayne's songs.
Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you wanting to land on the mainland area?
Probably the quickest route. So I mean, I could go through the Mage College area, if it seems possible. I don't know.
Okay. You want to go through the ruins of the Mage College? Yes.
Maybe skirt along it just to look, since I know I haven't actually, but like go kind of like this, maybe.
Okay.
Since I know where the Bard's College is, and I know that's where I'm trying to go, right?
Okay, yeah. So as you're skipping along, you see it completely up to around right around here. It seems fairly normal, but anywhere outside of that area, so out here, going along the wall here, it's just completely obliterated. The only thing remaining are these two walls, and even then they're just sort of ruins.
Threadbare.
Yeah. So
You blew it up.
All of it.
yeah, basically. So that's what you see as you make your way across the ruins of the old Mage College.
Well, I mean, I guess I might, at this distance, try to look at the area that looks fairly normal from this distance, but
okay.
I'm not too worried about it since I have something else to do, but I'll try to get a good look at it from a distance.
All right. So as you pretty much recognize that, oh, that's odd. The other parts of the area seem cracked and ruined, but that part seems almost as if there was no wear and tear. Almost as if it was never touched by whatever destroyed this college.
Neat.
It's very interesting. But
yeah, magic is weird.
yeah, fucking magic and shit.
Basically.
So, with that, we'll transition once more to Alvor and Ray as they finish up the training for the day.
Teaching things.
Teaching things and stuff. Yeah.
Things and stuff.
Things
and stuff and things.
Stuff. So once they've completed pretty much the training course for the day, just sort of the introductory things, the Archdruid Okid is going to approach both Alvor and Reyelanna, and he's going to give a Nyan bow and thank them both for their services today. I can already see... I need to match my solar voice. I can already see improvement in my soldiers. Thank you, Both of you.
Alvor bows.
Yeah, it's the noise. That is the noise.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, it's early evening, so I'd imagine everyone's just sort of moseying their way over, relaxed towards the performance hall area. Woo. And finally, we join Zayne, Kendrea, and Ben, as Ben just so you've seen those scenes in like taverns and stuff where there's the guy with like 7 different empty steins of beer. Right?
Yes.
You've seen those scenes. That's basically what's in front of Ben right now. And he's still going strong.
That's a scald for you.
That's a scald for you. As
Paddle.
As Kendrea's just sort of sitting there rather quietly, just sort of sipping on her stein. And Zayne, how many have you had?
Well, I gotta perform, so I may have just been like nursing like maybe 1, possibly a second if I was spacing them out.
All right.
Something light enough stuff.
All right.
I don't have to...
All right. So, Louis, you remember from the deal that was made between Reyelanna, Alvor, and Louis. You see the grizzled human approach the table as he looks Zayne up and down. I recognize you. You're the one that was with those. What was their names? What were their names? Help me out here.
Perhaps Alvor and Reyelanna?
Yes, exactly. The ones that were very eager to take my bet.
Motherfucker.
Well, I will say I was very impressed by both of your keen eyes. Really nothing I could ever hope to pull off.
Well, you seem to have where are all of your adventuring party?
Yeah, you could say with that. Well, I was recruited to perform at the grand recital tonight, and until then, my party's just kind of split for them to check out my city and find about their own business. And we're planning on meeting up tonight at the recital. Had a rather busy few days. I'm not sure you heard, but one of our first orders of business here is take out the Chimeran ruffians over to the west.
His eyes widen a bit. That was you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't think your group had it in you, but prove me wrong.
Well, I think as Ray put it, if a target's got movement, that's where she'll shine best.
No, yeah, frickin' if I can get my
my
snapshots, I'll like seriously. Ooh, ow.
Well, maybe I'll take her up on that someday. But in the meantime, he holds out his own stein to good luck on your performance, as he slams the stein on the table and just starts chugging it.
He's gonna more gently just tap his against it and then just sip a little instead of chugging. Right. You know, he got that show.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, Ben is going to turn to Louis. He's gonna look the grizzled man up and down. You don't seem like someone who could... Let's see. You don't seem like someone who could handle their liquor as well as I could.
Here we go.
And here we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Louis grins. How much do you want to bet?
Uh-oh.
1,000 gold pieces.
Ben scratches his chin. I'll say 500 gold pieces. I'll say 500 gold pieces. Zayne, would you like to bet on me too?
Oh my god, Ben, you're loaded.
Do we get it so I can pay Alvor back?
I'm gonna say, I think at that point Zayne would turn to Louis and be like, he's gonna think about that for a second, and then turn to Louis and say, "Well, my friend, it's nothing against you, but my old college buddy here, I have seen him put back a Stein or 17, so I'm gonna go in with him. I think 500 for me as well."
Let's get that back.
And so it begins. Kendra is just sort of sitting there, just watching. She's just sipping as
I'm betting on him. I'm not participating.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I need
you're
to
participating. What?
Huh?
What?
All right. So, gonna make some rolls. Gonna make some rolls behind the scenes here.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. I need to actually pull up the scald sheet I've got for him. This is, let's see. Ah, yes. Yes.
I get back later.
Yes.
I get back later. I'm like, hey, Ray, look how busy I've been.
All right, so
I put it under Alvor's pillow.
So there's that one. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Now where the fuck is Louis? Oh, okay, there we are. There we are. And his 1, 2. Oh. All right. So, the battle is long and arduous. However, by the end of it, you were right to bet on your college buddy.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Louis is sitting back in his chair. Oh. He's swaying a bit. Both of them are swaying, mind you, but Louis finally, after attempting to take the third round, ends up overshooting, falls back out of his chair, and Ben is named the victor.
Woo! Yes.
Congratulations.
Ooh.
Are you not upset with me anymore, NP?
So Ben makes 1,000 and you make 1,000 in.
Hey, all right.
Damn, son.
Well, 500, but in total 1,000. Yeah.
So I make 500.
Yeah, you make a gain of 500.
Okay.
There you go.
Dig it.
All right.
Well, I warned him. As Ben rolls his shoulders back and folds his arms across his chest.
I'm going to...
And then also falls out of his chair.
And then also... Yeah, let's do it. I warned him. Oh, as he falls backward.
Oh,
I still win.
I still win. Me too.
I still win as he holds up a finger.
Zayne's gonna chuckle at him and then check on Louis, make sure he's not dead or anything.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's just... that hurt.
I want to buy him some... Buy him some like pretzels or something. Or...
You can get him some pretzels.
Maybe
sure.
not something that dehydrates. Maybe get him some water.
Water and pretzels.
I can do that for free.
I'll just create water.
Yeah,
Brightness.
I love these
Brightness
fish and drinking.
Waterlog. Anyway. On that note, I think we're good to enjoy the festivities of... Woo! Let's transition here. As we move, everyone, literally everyone, woo!
Even my aminals?
Yes, even the aminals.
Yay! Aminals.
In addition, we bringing in a few others here. Let me just drag them on over here.
Snuggle my squirrel and my falcon rests on my head.
All right.
Smuggle the squirrel in the bag of holding.
No, I'm hugging it like a stuffed animal.
All right. So
It's a stuffed animal. We had this planned out.
And just his head is sticking out. And you just like hug him. Anyway, sorry.
We
Continue.
had this planned out.
So, crowd here, performance here, along with all the other chorus behind them. Let me grab and is it this one? I think. No. So, okay, Zayne, it's time.
All right.
3 sing checks, 3 dance checks.
All right. Oof.
All right. Those are your sing checks.
Oof.
Ooh.
It's like you're a bard or something.
Yeah.
Nothing under 40. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, except for the one.
Well, I mean, 41. 44. Got it. 41. Got it. 50. Definitely got it. 45. Got it. And 39.
Low notes, damn. No, I'm kidding.
39. All right. I'll just let this play out here as you perform on stage. You manage to not only let's see. Not only do you sing and dance well, as you perform the water singing that you are performing alongside Reyna allows for... Actually, let me just grab this
Oh good,
one
I wasn't
too.
late. Whew. I just sit in the back.
Yeah! Let me just get that one here as well. Why not? This is a good one. So as you perform, the water behind you begins to swirl and dance alongside you. And as the song crescendos up, the water singing, you feel it grow more powerful as you begin your bardic masterpiece. And with that, the water in the air that you're performing with grows even more graceful, larger. It creates very intricate designs, some of which that you didn't even know that you were capable of making.
Oh, damn.
As
Beautiful.
you go forth.
Is Zayne gonna get his cutie mark?
God damn it.
Fired.
And
I'm okay with it.
And with as it continues growing in crescendo, let me just wait here for the song to actually
Crescendo.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, there we go. In the meantime, the
I'm trying to... Go ahead.
All right. So, as the song begins to crescendo more and more, and you near... wait. There we go. Okay. As you near towards the climax of the song, not only do the immediate vicinity crowd feel as if something is protecting them, but as you crescendo further and further and near the climax, the water singing erupts across the entire crowd. And not only do your party members feel it, the entirety of the arena feel the gracefulness, the power of your bardic masterpiece. As it is brought down from the coda. Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Is that Puccini?
Hey.
I don't know. I think it might be.
All I know is that actually sounded like Goody. I had to double take. Anyone else?
I did not think that would sound like me at all.
Well, a little bit.
I could hear it.
I am very charmed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little charmed to hear that. But
yeah.
I'm very charmed to hear it because I'm not a professional opera singer.
So,
I think
if you were though.
So as the song comes to an end, across the not out in the lake, in fact, just off the coast. As the song comes to an end,
excuse me,
you hear large bursts, explosions, in fact, in the sky, as things shoot up from the sea and erupt into beautiful constellations of fiery grace.
My PTSD, it's an attack. We're being attacked.
No. And as the song finally comes to an end and the crowd erupts into applause at your performance. By the way, you made all of those checks. They weren't very easy, but
wait, you mean
all the yeah, the DC was 38 for all of them. So that 39, I was like, ooh, that got close. We almost fucked up the end there. But congratulations.
You did it.
It took us 8 months to get to this point, folks.
Woo!
Blaze.
And I've been here for one of it.
But so that is the end of the performance. But as the crowd erupts into applause, you're looking around at the crowd, and suddenly, okay, 1 second here.
Dun dun dun.
Not dun dun dun. just a sort of
Suddenly.
Oh, suddenly.
I was expecting a dun dun dun
Is it this one?
TBH.
Let me see.
Big gathering at a
Oh
performance.
God! I mean, it would have been. Okay, I'm not gonna say it now because if I do, Wuten will use it. So I'm not. Gonna
You can say it after the session, but
okay.
as you turn and you're looking at all of the crowd applauding rather.
Applauding?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Reyna, okay, you feel something grab you by your shoulder, turns you around. Reyna dips you down quite far and kisses you under the fireworks.
Woo! Action.
Swish. And with that, I think
action. Ugh.
so on that note, I think we're good to go ahead and call it a session, because that's a pretty good note to end on.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe.
Good note.
Hey.
This guy.
So, actually, Alvor.
Yep.
Roll perception.
Oh no. 1 sec.
Oh.
Where's my shit? Sorry. Here. Perception 21. That'll do it.
So,
We're good at seeing things.
Yeah, we're really good at seeing
Alvor,
things.
Alvor. I'm only giving this to you because of the roleplay from earlier.
Okay.
So, earlier in the night, you spotted both the Archdruid and the Siren Commander entering the arena to watch the performance.
Mm-hmm.
And as the light from the fireworks illuminates the arena, I'll say that you see Scylla resting her head on the shoulder of the Archdruid.
You can't bamboozle me, sis. You can't pull a fast one, pull a wool over my fins.
And with that, we'll call it a session. Only Alvor saw that, by the way. Only Alvor.
Oh, well
Only
done.
Alvor. So, with that, we'll call it a pretty good session.
Yeah.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
Lit.
Alright.
Yeah. So lots of things happened. Yeah.
I helped.
Yeah. You did. You assisted with the training of the beginning of training with the druids, which I think going forward is going to be quite the interesting little bit of roleplay. 'Cause it'll be Alvor sort of returning back to his roots as a captain.
Hard
And-
ass.
Yeah, Captain Hardass. But also
Senor Hardass.
Yeah. But also give an interesting new dynamic to some of the characters that we've met. So, yeah.
We shall see.
We shall see next time on Champions of Narr'tor. And I think I think I'm gonna leave this song on for now, just because I think it's a nice little chill thing, and it's a good little, good song to, send off on. Yeah.
I think this pretty much completes Zayne's character arc. At least in my opinion.
At least one of the biggest of his arcs, for sure.
Yep. He's
My arc involves Alvor getting his revengals.
Alvor's is the longest arc of them all, from
Yep.
start to finish.
Yeah, 'cause his is the end of the game.
He's the hero. He's the hero.
He's literally the end game.
Yep.
Goddamn right.
It's gonna be an interesting time, and we're gonna find out where this could lead next time on Champions of Narr'tor. Thank you everyone for coming out and watching. This was a very, very well productive session, and I'm happy that we were able to get folks together for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Thank you all for coming. Goodbye. We will see all of you in the next episode, in the next video, per se. Yeah.
Ciao,
Good
loves.
night, everybody.
See you all in a couple
Gute Nacht.
weeks.
Yes.